Afternoon everybody, it's Phil here from Telford Koi Pond, looking even more dishevelled than normal. Well, it looks beautiful out here, a glorious blue sky, but it's deceptively cold, hence the two fleeces and the woolly hat. Been out here doing jobs all morning, mostly just gardening, tidying up the garden. We've got a big bush thing over there which we affectionately call the curly whirly tree. I think it's twisted hazel, which needed a damn good cut back, so just finished doing that, and I've just been looking at the fish, just checking everything's all right. So I thought, I'm conscious that it's been a while since I've put a little video out, so just a little video update on how the fish are, basically, see how the fish are doing, how the filters are doing, and just pottering really. So give me a second, I'll open the filters up and show you what's going on in there. So those of you that have been following me know how all this was constructed with a breeze block base, and these temporary covers on the top. This will soon be a thing of the past, because I have just kicked off getting the proper filter house built. So when I say proper filter house built, basically taking the covers off and having a proper wooden structure adjoining the pergola built up, so I can walk in and like a big shed nearly. So not much change in here, but I thought it's worth just showing you where we are. So the only difference you'll probably spot is the addition of a big blue. So this is bought this from Finch Filtration last weekend or weekend before. So I've just got it all connected up. I didn't go for the big blue. I've gone for the smaller one because this will eventually live down the side. So I've got my 3-stage chlorinators down the side, which you've all seen before, which is like everybody's standard. And I've decided not to do away with them, so I'm still going to have them working, and I've just changed all the cartridges. So just for a laugh, bear in mind I only set those up in May of last year, so it hasn't even been 12 months. That is the pre-filter cartridge that was pure white when it went in this time, well, you know, as I say, last May. So that's just crap that's coming through the water supply into our house. Happy days, now you know what you're drinking. But yeah, I mean, that's all set up. It needs a bit of tightening and tweaking. There's a couple of little leaks on it, which is why it's standing in bowls and everything at the minute, but just doing those as I come to them. So let me just get the filter covers off, and then I'll snap back to you in a sec. So I've just took the filter covers off so we can have a quick look inside. At the moment we're at 16.5 degrees. The error message is on there at the minute because obviously the top's off. This is on here, I think I explained it in a previous video, just because these covers aren't waterproof, and the joint in the cover is right above this, so I just didn't want it dripping on. But anyway, inside the filter, as Lee from the Koi Soldier would say. Lovely. Media's, you know, it's all doing as you would expect. Really nice colour. Flow on there is fantastic. It's really doing well. Just take one of these screens out so we can see what it's like inside. So as you can see where the water actually comes into the inside of the drum, it's about as clear as it is outside, so there's just no real crap coming in. As you can see, the tray where all the muck gets washed off into when it does a clean is you know, it's spotless. It hasn't just cleaned, and that's really remarkable, bearing in mind the pond's heated and they're still getting fed 3 times a day, so it's you know, it's all good stuff. I do love these. As I say, you know, other filters are as good. I'm certainly not going to badmouth any other filters, but most others have that big screen, that big mesh all the way around, so if you get a hole in it, you've got to replace the whole mesh. These, you know, these individual units, there's 8 of them on the drum, just pop out. So if one wears out, or if I put a hole in it when I'm being a bit ham-fisted, then you know, I'll just replace it. I've already got some of these in stock in the shed, so I bought a whole new set from Cotswold Koi, basically, just so I've got a set ready for me. So that's all working beautifully. I turned down the cleaning, so it's not cleaning every 20 minutes now. It's only cleaning once on the hour on the clean cycle, and then obviously once every 24 hours it does its own clean on the sensor. So because it's not getting dirty, and when it's on the sensor clean the period is longer than an hour, it's probably cleaning about I think I've just looked at that, it's about 35 times a day, something like that. So it is what it is. I could turn it down even more. The individual unit, which I cannot praise enough in terms of fitting it in the first place and how it's all working now, it just makes life so much easier. If you've watched again, if you watched Lee the Koi Soldier, he's had a bit of a leak, bit of a near disaster with one of his rubber couplings. So where Lee's got this exact same unit, but obviously where these come out, these are actually 6-inch, so he's had to have big 6-inch couplings on there, whereas this is a 6-inch male into a 6-inch female, and as you can see, you know, it's all ORZ couplers that come with the filters anyway, so it's absolutely watertight. But then when it comes out the other end, you're then down to your normal 4-inch outlets, which I find you know, the rubber boots to these fit. It feels like the bigger the pipe, the less accurate the rubber boots are, so these fit fine. But as you know, when I was building this, there's always 2 Jubilee clips on every joint. I just don't take any chances at all, particularly again after Lee's little disaster. The first thing I did come in here and do was to see if I needed to tighten any of them all off. But now it's all, you know, it's all working well at the minute. You can see my trickling at the back there. Just measured that, actually that's 150 millilitres per minute, so that equates to roughly 15%, between 14 and 15% of my pond getting turned over every week. So yeah, I mean that's it in here basically. It's all good, it's all working, everything's as it should be, so really pleased. What's also interesting as well is I always come in here first thing in the morning to check everything's on and everything's working, even though I've got it on my phone app. Still like to come in and check everything. But because of the heat that these things generate as well, it's about anything between 10 and 12 degrees in here, even when we've had really frosty mornings. So it's good basically. I'll turn the air off to the pond, and then I'll meet you over by the fish, and we'll have a look at the fish. See you in a sec. So the fish are all doing well at the moment, and hopefully you can see just how crystal clear the water is. Little ones down there, and there's the big chag. So that's Lancelot, still doing well, and then Biggie Small behind. The Hyatt Suri over there from the Shinoda Show and Grow competition that Lee organised. Yeah, there's not really much to say other than they're still doing absolutely cracking. Water's being kept at 16 degrees at the minute. It's come down from where I had it, and I'm going to put it down to 15 degrees after this, and I might just keep going down, get it down to about 12 and leave it there for a month and then start ramping it up. Covers are doing absolutely superb, so you would have seen these being made in earlier videos. Fantastic with the addition of the polycarbonate that my mate Aid from Walsall got me. Still really appreciate that. Cheers, Aid. And for information, Aid is about to start doing his own koi channel as well, so I believe it's going to be called Aid the Koi Keeper. So when he starts putting videos on there, then obviously I'll give you a shout and you can go and I'll put the link in one of my clips and you can go and have a look at his pond. But definitely worth a look. But no, it's all good at the minute. So I'm just obviously going to do my Sunday afternoon water checks and bits and pieces like that. So I'll grab some water out of here and I'll shut everything up. And then yeah, I'll show you once I've done the water tests in the shed. I'll just show you the results of my water tests, just so you can see how my water parameters are. Sorry, I can't stop looking. I keep losing my train of thought because I can't stop looking at the fish. They're just so fantastic. But yeah, so I'll snap back to you in a bit. Cheers. Okay guys, we're in the fish shed, or the fish lean-to, or whatever name I decide to call it this time. So as you know, this is sort of a new build for us to clear all the rubbish and all the fish stuff that we had in the garage, and this is all in a special place now where I can spend many hours. Got my own little heater here, got my little tool station. Great. So yeah, I mean everything's to hand here. As you can see, I've got my nets hanging from the roof. I've got my pond vac attachments here. I've got my pond bowls underneath and the hoses for those. I've even got a vacuum cleaner because I hoover the floor every now and again. Got all my fish stuff on here. Loads of pipe fittings, pond bombs, airline, air pumps, spare filters for the drum out there, which I told you about. I've got air pumps, all the bits and pieces you collect, microscopes, pressure pumps when we set the little Blagden up again. So yeah, good stuff. While I'm here, a couple of people are asking me what I'm feeding the fish. So the majority of it is JPD Shogun, as it says on the label. It's an all-season food, and I'm also using Medikoi. I'm using the one with garlic in for the little fish, but obviously it all gets mixed up into a big container and then put into the fish feeder outside. So that's where I am at the minute. I've just done my water tests. So a couple of shout outs. First of all, Martin from Devon Koi Pond, who made me all my signs that he saw outside, as well as the little test tube holder. It's really great. It's so much better than these holes that come with the pots. I'm still using my Pond Lab 200, whatever they're called at the minute, my multi-test kits, and that's because I've got so many left at the minute. But I'm waiting for Jack, aka the Balding Reefer. If you follow him, you'll know who I'm talking about. If you don't, check out Reefer Aquatics on YouTube and check out his shop, Reefer Aquatics. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I went to his opening day last weekend. Was it the weekend before? Time flies, can't remember. But anyway, I went to his opening weekend. Jack's going to sort me out with some hanometers, hopefully, so I'm looking forward to those. So yeah, anyway, tests, waffling on here, tests. So these are the test results, people. I need to put my glasses on for this. So as you can see, ammonia 0, nitrite 0, nitrate 0, pH is, the colour on that according to the test kit is 8, but I also checked my pH with a smart sensor as well. So as you can see there, is it 2.6, 8.26, something like that, so it's just over 8. KH was 7 and GH was 16. So all nicely within where it's supposed to be at the minute. As I say, it's really good considering where we are with the time of year. But yes, that's us. So as I say, I shall spend another couple of hours in here messing about and fettling and bits and pieces. So thank you for watching. As I said, it was just a little bit of a catch up, so nothing really spectacular. Next ones hopefully will be more about the fish shed, fish filter house build. It's too late in the day. The filter house build, hopefully I'll be able to show you progress on that, and I'll keep you abreast of anything else that's happening. So thank you very much for watching, appreciate it, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.